wins when the Philadelphia Eagles face the New York Giants, and what will be the X factor? All that and more coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Eagles News Now. I'm professional wrestler Chris Wilde from Bar 4133, and we are hours away from the big NFC EAST matchup when the Philadelphia Eagles face the New York Giants for the second time in 3 weeks, this time at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And to me, this is a must-win for this Philadelphia Eagles team. So let's dig right into it. Now, the last time we saw the Eagles was against the Dallas Cowboys at home, a very bad Dallas Cowboy team, a defense that isn't as good as some high school teams, an offense that was led by a guy named Ben DiNucci, who I don't even know if he's still on the Cowboys team at this point. And yet the Eagles kept them in the game, most notably Carson Wentz, who had probably his worst performance as a professional. He turned the ball over 4 times, threw 2 really bad interceptions. He was just bad, but the Eagles still found a way to win. And then they had a bye week, and during that bye week, they were able to get healthier. Now, in that Dallas game, we saw the return of Dallas Goedert and Jalen Reagor. Obviously, with Carson not playing up to form, up to his 2017 form, or even 2018-19 form, let's say, because this year he's been terrible. We really didn't get to see a lot from those guys. And again, I don't know if that's just Doug slowly bringing them back into the offense, but with a week's worth of rest and acclimation back into the offense, I expect them to be 100% full go for this game. That is huge. They also get back Lane Johnson, who is very important to this offensive line. The offensive line now looks like this: Jason Peters at left tackle, Nate Herbig at left guard, Matt Pryor at right guard, and Lane Johnson at right tackle. I think that will give the Eagles more than enough of a chance to hold up against a very, very good Giants defensive line. The Eagles, as far as their defensive line, they get Malik Jackson back, who has played great for this Eagles defensive line that is second in the league in sacks. I mean, this is the core of this Eagles team. I mean, it depends on how they play and Carson plays on if they're going to win or not. Most weeks they face an offensive line from the Giants that's not very good. I wasn't very impressed by the pressure they got on Daniel Jones in that first meeting. I hope that they get better this time, but Malik Jackson returning is huge, I believe, for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, they also get back Miles Sanders, who to me is he's not the X factor of this game. I will get to that, but he is one of the biggest pieces to the puzzle for this Eagles offense and how it operates. Without Miles Sanders, the Eagles cannot run the ball. Now, Boston Scott has been good, especially against the Giants, as this team, he loves playing the Giants for some reason. It's the only team he really does much against. The Giants are stingy against the run. They're 6th best in the league. But Miles Sanders, as far as being a receiver, as far as being able to run the ball, is so important to this Philadelphia Eagles team. He hasn't played in any division game that the Eagles have had yet. I think his return puts the Eagles a little bit over the edge of the Giants. I mean, I talk about it being a clear winner, and I think that the Eagles really, if they can cut out the turnovers, get this offense going, and there's no more excuses. You had a week's worth of rest. You had a week to put together a good game plan. I think the Eagles can really take this game. The line is at 4. I think they can win this game by double digits. Call me crazy, because they've done nothing this year to make me think that. But I just look at all the guys coming back and some of the noise surrounding Philadelphia, the Brett Favre comments, all the hate on Carson Wentz. This is a complete redemption game. Even though they won against Dallas, I mean, like I said, it felt like a loss. This is a game where they can take the division, basically, if they beat the Giants in MetLife, and it is hard to beat a team twice in 3 weeks. But I just think this Eagle team is so different now with these guys coming back in that they were when they faced the Giants the first time. And again, they didn't play well the past 2 weeks. So they're going to be looking to get on the right foot, and there should be a fire under everybody on this team. Another guy who I hope there's a lot of fire under is Alshon Jeffery, who is also coming back for the first time since December 9th of 2019 when they faced the New York Giants in Philadelphia. Now, look, a lot of media is talking about Alshon possibly being a negative or being a non-factor as far as the Eagles' offense goes. I even heard someone say today on the radio they think they should just start off by having Alshon on the bench. Now, I don't want Alshon Jeffery taking any of Travis Fulgham's snaps or Jalen Reagor's snaps. Let's get that straight. However, as far as J.J. Arcega-Whiteside goes, I think this is a game where he should be inactive, and Alshon should get the 5 or 6 snaps that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside gets. I think it's nothing but a positive, and let me put it to you this way. If you're a defensive coordinator or playing in the secondary for the Giants, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside might as well be the invisible man, as I've joked all year long. But when you see Alshon Jeffery out there instead, you have to pay attention to him just on his history alone. So I can't see how that's not a positive. I welcome him back to this offense it should be better. It really should. I mean, we talked about everybody that they're getting back. Dallas Goedert, I expect him to have a really big game. Richard Rodgers had a big game that first meeting. I think he can do some damage. Caleb Wilson was promoted to be the 3rd tight end, probably to help block. But I just see so much talent on this team. And as far as Carson Wentz goes, look, guys, is he ever going to be 2017 Wentz again? I don't know. But the talent is there. It absolutely is there. I don't believe he's this horrible quarterback that he's been the past couple weeks. I think when you look at all the injuries, when you look at everything that this team has had to try to survive under, I think the fact that they're 3-4-1, they're lucky. I mean, you just don't lose all these players and expect your quarterback to play like Joe Montana. You put Patrick Mahomes on this Eagles team, I don't think that their record is any better, maybe by a game. I don't think they would have tied the Bengals if Pat Mahomes was in the lineup. Let's get real. But look, he's just been playing under horrible conditions, and they get better on Sunday. As far as the Giants go, man, this team, to me, yes, are they playing a little bit better recently? Are they probably playing the best in the East? Yeah, I think so. But this narrative that the media is throwing out there that the Giants have been playing such stellar football the past 3 weeks, I think it's overblown. I mean, let's start off with the game against the Eagles. The Eagles did everything in their power to give the Giants that game, and the Eagles still won. The next week, they faced Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plays like dog crap and still ends up winning. And then you saw what happened at Tampa Bay last week against the Saints. They got absolutely destroyed. So, big-time troubles in Tampa Bay. And then they played the Washington football team that lost Kyle Allen, their starting quarterback. I watched both teams fight over a fumble for 4 minutes, and the Giants still struggled to beat the Washington football team. So this narrative that they're playing such great football, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying. Look, as bad as we talk about Carson Wentz being, Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones has been he's been just as bad. And if it comes down to Carson Wentz or Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz is the absolute X factor of this game. Carson Wentz has got to play better. And not just play better, he's got to play lights out to prove all the doubters wrong and to really set this team up for a run in the second half, because I believe it can be there. When I look at the Eagles' lines, especially on the defensive line, and what they have on offense, there's no reason why they can't go on a little bit of a run here and not be a joke like the rest of the NFC East is. However, if they continue to turn over the ball and play the game that they've been playing for the past 8 games of this season, then absolutely they can lose against the Giants tomorrow. Absolutely. But I think the Eagles win, guys. I think they, like I said, break the stretch of bad football that they've been playing. I think Carson has a good game. And if he doesn't, look, Carson, there's no more excuses, because you've got your weapons back, you've got a decent line to work with, and you had a week of rest in preparation for the New York Football Giants, guys. So, yeah, Carson Wentz is my X factor, and I think that the Eagles come away with the victory. That's just my gut speaking. And if they don't, man, it is going to be a rough week here in Philadelphia. So, with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out. Stay safe out there. Stay healthy. Go Birds. F the Giants. And F Danny Dimes. A matter of fact, F any player that's named after currency. It's just ridiculous. That's all I got for you guys. Go Birds.
E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles!
I need Eagle Nation to stand.